Hello and welcome to another AQA GCSE 8300 series past paper. This is the June 2017 paper. This is paper 2 of the foundation tier. It is a calculator paper and we're picking up in question 8. It says, here is a map of a town and the scale is 1 centimetre represents 200 metres. They haven't said it, but I'm assuming that one of these squares is 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre. You are allowed to have a ruler, and there's nothing here that says not drawn to scale. In fact, it says it is drawn to scale, and it gives you a scale of 1 centimetre represents 200 metres. So you can actually measure that with a ruler and just confirm that those are 1 centimetres. But to my eyes, they look like 1 centimetre. They're going to be 1 centimetres, but then I'm looking at it on a screen, not on a piece of paper, so I can't trust the scale. Okay, so question 8a says, what place is exactly northwest of the station? Circle your answer. So the station, we're looking for exactly northwest. So west is to the left and north, well, the arrow points north. And just to be sure, when we have our compass bearings, I'll just draw a very rough sketch. They're all 90 degrees of each other. And I was always taught, never eat shredded wheat. And I just hope I don't get sued for saying that. That's just for the purpose of this video, well, just for the purpose of truth, I will tell you I actually like shredded wheat. I do eat shredded wheat. They're a lovely breakfast cereal. But the acronym never eat shredded wheat is how I remember that the cardinal points are north, east, south, west in that order. Okay, so this direction would be east and this direction would be west. So west is this way and north is this way, and we want to know what is exactly northwest. So we need to go as many squares up as we go to the left. So if we go 2 squares to the left, we need to go 2 squares up. If we go 3 squares to the left, we need to go 3 squares up, and that will take us to the library. So the library is the one that's exactly northwest of the station. Now part 8b says, circle the 3-figure bearing of the monument from the park. So from the, which way around are we doing it? Circle the 3-figure bearing of the monument from the park. So our starting position is the park and we want to go to the monument. Okay, so that's due south. Now north is given the bearing 0, 0, 0. We always give 3 figures for bearings. East is 0, 9, 0. And south is 180, and just for the record, west is 270. Okay, so the answer we're looking for is due south, which is 180 degrees. Okay, now it says, what is the distance in meters from the cinema to the station? Okay, so from the cinema to the station, we're looking at this straight line distance here, which you can either measure with your ruler or you can calculate using Pythagoras Theorem. So there's 3 centimetres down by 5 centimetres across. So I'm going to start off with saying 3 squared plus 5 squared is equal to, this is just Pythagoras theorem, c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Okay, and for this now I'm going to need a calculator. Okay, so I've got my calculator. So 3 squared, I'm just going to do 3 times 3 is 9, plus 5 times 5 is 34. So 3 squared plus 5 squared is 34, because 5 times 5 is 25, so 9 plus 25 is 34. So now I've got to get the square root of 34, which will give me that length. Okay, so now I just need to do inverse and square. And that's the thing, you need to use your own calculator that you're familiar with, because different calculators have different ways, different arrangements of their buttons. On my calculator I have to type inverse and then the square button to get a square root, but you might have a dedicated square root button on your calculator. Okay, so that's 5.83095 whatever. So I'm going to say that's equal to 5.83. But in order to prevent rounding error, I'm going to leave that in my calculator. And now I've got the number of centimetres, that's the straight line distance. I now need to multiply by the scale. So 1 centimetre is 200 metres. So I just need to multiply by 200 and that will give me the number of metres. So that's 1166.2. I'm just going to say 1166. Okay, and that's part C done. And part D says, why might the shortest walking distance from the cinema to the station be greater than your answer to part C? And the answer's fairly straightforward. You might... Remember, they're not asking for a definite answer, they're asking for a might. They're looking for a hypothetical scenario. You might not be able to walk directly in a straight line. And that's it for 6 marks for this question. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. I'd like to wish you every success with your revision and every success with your exams, especially if you're taking them this year. And I'll look forward to seeing you in another video.